Hey, I'm Greg.
I'm Eric.
I'm Joe.
I'm Tom, and we're the Menzingers. You're listening to the Pit FM.
Thank you very much. Alright, how's the Soundwave tour been for you guys so far?
It's been pretty incredible. Yeah, it's like paradise here.
Yeah. It's been a blast. We're having a really good time. Get to see a lot of awesome bands.
It's winter back home for you guys in the States. How are you accustoming to the heat?
I think well.
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't. This is the hottest day. Everything else hasn't been too hot, so yeah, it's been great. What's
You
fun
guys
yesterday?
did a couple of side shows on the East Coast.
Mhm.
How are they compared to playing in a festival environment?
I mean, a lot different.
No, definitely preferable to play club shows than in a festival setting. I guess in a festival you have people that are walking by that check you out that normally wouldn't, but the sideway shows everybody's there and into the same kind of like music or pigeonhole genre or whatever you want to say. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's more intimate.
It's a great lineup as well.
You guys are on in just over an hour. Do you guys prefer playing earlier in the day or later in the day?
Later, preferably, but you can't really complain. The sun's hot at 1 o'clock, but it's fun to get in there, do it, and get to hang out after.
Yeah.
Who have been the bands to check out on this tour for you guys?
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah,
Marilyn Manson.
we were saying today, Marilyn Manson's so funny to watch, so much fun.
It's awesome to see the headliner acts because those bands don't. If they did do shows in the States, it would be kind of like off our radar. It wouldn't be something that we would normally jump at to go to. But it's cool to be here and be able to see all these bands that you would normally maybe go see, which is awesome.
Plus, we're watching the Smoking Hearts and Street Dogs every day. We both do really fun live shows.
Yeah, I'm the Avalanche.
With,
There's a ton of bands.
What's been, I guess, the most memorable moment for you guys on your trip down under?
I'd say Brisbane. We went to Lone Pine.
yeah, Koala Reserve.
Got to feed some kangaroos and
That was
hang
really
out
cool.
with koalas.
You guys dropped a new CD. Was it the beginning of this year?
Yeah, it was actually about a couple days before we flew over here. It came out.
How are the new songs going down in the live environment?
Pretty well. It seems there's been a good response. Kids are singing along, and it's awesome. It's for an album to come out, 2 days before we come here, and then have kids all the way over here, singing the new songs. It's been great.
While we're on the topic of the new album, what's your views, I guess, on the internet these days where you can just download whole albums for free and basically just cheap artists out of the money?
That's such a interesting. We talk about it all the time. It's such an interesting thing to have to comment on too, because we come from the school of thought where just we would download everything, and I think so far this year you and I we did that thing. We're not downloading anything.
Yeah.
Gotta pay for.
One of the biggest things was that it seems like if you could just download a record for free constantly, which would it's very easy to do, and we do it all the time. It's good to get because new bands are so accessible, but it also demeans the value of having an album. So you can just download something, listen to it one time through, and be like, yeah, whatever, it was whatever. But when you actually have to do some work to get an album, it seems like it carries more weight. You pay more attention to it and such.
You guys leave Australia early Wednesday morning. What does the rest of 2012 have in store for you?
Lots of touring.
Yeah, we get home. We have about 2 weeks off. Then we do a month-long headline tour. That's just full U.S. And then we have a couple weeks off after that. Then we go to Europe. We do mainland and UK. And then we come back to the States and do another tour with the Bouncing Souls. And then that'll take us up to the beginning of the fall, I guess. And I'm not really sure what's going on after that, but there's some options right now. So.
Do you guys, bit of a fun question, do you guys have any pre-show rituals? What's the last thing you're going to be doing before you go on stage?
I changed my strings before and just kind of
Stretch.
Stretch. Hope everything goes right, and nothing too crazy. Yeah.
And the first thing you do when you get off stage?
Drink water.
Yeah.
Here especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, nothing, no rituals really, just kind of.
We should come up with some rituals.
We should.
Yeah. Pray. You can pray before the show.
And lastly, when can Australia expect to see you guys back?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, hopefully as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, nothing in the works, but we would
You're
love
next
to come
summer.
back.
We'll
Yeah,
just say.
yeah. Whenever
Yeah,
the
that's
summer
our big thing. We're
starts.
trying to skip the winter. Unless you're, I think we did a good job skipping, not
Migrate.
being in the Northeast when it's winter time.
Yeah, hopefully sooner than later.